Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we're back with Construction Simulator, and this is episode 3, and this is release day. I'm recording this on release day, so I'm hoping now a lot of you guys have got your hands on this and you're enjoying it. You've been playing it for a few hours. If you're yet to pick it up, give it a try. I think it's well worthwhile. I was looking at the trophy list, and over this two episodes actually we've done, I'm actually only 14% through the European campaign, so there's still quite a lot to do. And we're going to do another job today, and I think what we'll do is we've got a contract up at the top end of the village to build a pond system. So let's have a look at that contract. This is, well, it looks quite nice, doesn't it? Looks like quite a nice area that we're going to build. There's a bit of transport to do. We've got some landscaping, and then of course we have a debriefing with Hape, as we always do. Materials wise, we're going to need a pallet of wood, pallet of concrete elements, and some bulk material transport sacks. So let's get into that. Let's accept the contract. Recommended machine, flatbed crane. Now, I wonder if we're going to need to... See, we're driving a flatbed crane already. I wonder if ours will suffice or whether we need the special one. Let's see once we get into it. A couple of points of order, though, just before we start. In episode 2, I was talking about how much time you actually sit in traffic. And since then, I went through and looked at the settings. And if you look, there is one right at the top in gameplay for traffic density. So on the roadmap that I was looking today, they have actually acknowledged that there is a lot of time spent at traffic lights, in traffic. They've suggested, as a temporary workaround, just to set this to lower. So it was on high. So I'm going to try it on medium because I don't really want to cut out all the AI. It's quite nice seeing the AI, but I've got it on medium. The other thing we talked about in episode 1, actually, if I just come back, is where are we? The graphics mode. So I've got it on performance. The better looking one is meant to be quality, and they've acknowledged that certainly for consoles there is that screen tearing when it's in quality. So it's on the roadmap. They know they're going to do a fix for it. But for now, they recommend using the performance setting, which is what I quickly moved to during episode 1. That was the only other thing I was going to mention. We talked about the camera in the last one. I've got it to toggle, so you can press the left stick in when you want to use the camera and change the angle, and then flick the left stick again when you've finished with the camera. So that was the only other thing that we mentioned last time. But enough of that. Let's get into this. We've got to deliver. So there you go. So it's not asking us to go and rent that flatbed because we've got our own flatbed. So this is where we start saving some money by already having the vehicles ourselves. It is 20 to 10 at night, so we best get the lights on. So let's do that. The other thing I wanted to tell you, and that's me being daft and not paying attention. Do you remember in the last episode I kept saying to you, I don't know how to get into the cab view? Well, here it is. So in the context menu, there is a camera, and you can see here, interior, and there we go. I was expecting some button that we needed to actually do that. Not to worry, that's it. And I like being in the cab view, it's actually quite nice. So let's get up to this job. Actually, no, we need to go to the building. We need to get building materials, because we haven't got them on the back. Where is the builders merchants? We've got the vehicle dealer. We've got the... let's set a marker for this. Let's drive to it. It's only around the corner. Let's pick these things up that we need for this job. We'll do it properly rather than automatically. I don't think this pond job actually is a long job. So there's the vehicle dealer that we're used to on the right hand side. Wow, I'm skidding around the corners there. Here is the builders merchants. I'm hoping we get everything from in here. So let's jump out. I'm presuming they're open at this time of night. So all the things you need, remember, it's handy. Whatever job you're on, can you see the 0 out of 1 there at the top in the red? Anything we need is there, so we can see that one. We also need that, and it's marked. So that's really good. You don't have to start searching for each of these for the different materials that you need. All I need to do is go to this one and press add. So we've got 1 out of 1 now. That's what we needed. We need a pallet of concrete elements. Let's add that. And then we had one more item, didn't we? Pallet of wood. There it is. So let's add that. And then what we want to do is press R2 to check out. Now you can have it delivered to the yard, or you can have auto loading on the back of your truck. So let's do that. Let's have it auto loaded on the back of the truck. It's taking the money off us. There it is. Everything's on the back. So what we need to do now is get up to the job. So let's just have a look on the map. The job is up there. We can fast travel, but I don't want to fast travel. So let's just mark it, and we'll do the job properly. I think if you're constantly going between the same places, I think the fast travel is useful because you're just repeating yourself quite a bit. But I think if you want the genuine experience, you've got to drive yourself, haven't you? So let's come out of here. We'll join the traffic. We'll see if there's a notable difference now that I've turned down the level of AI. One thing I can't do is look left and right. I can't look left and right while I'm in the cab, which is a shame. And the other thing as well is that there's a problem with the mirrors, and that is on the road map as well. So you can see the mirrors are useless. There is something in the mirrors, but I don't think you can actually see in that left-hand mirror. I don't think you can actually see what's behind you. And again, they've acknowledged that, which is good. There is actually, if you go to the Construction Simulator Twitter, just search for it, you'll find it. On there you can read the full roadmap, and it looks as if they're quite committed to it. There's quite a few things on there, including some mention of DLCs, which is interesting, so check that out. But for now, here's where we filled in the road, did the tarmacking in the last job we did. We'll just follow this truck. One thing I did as well, just my personal preference, I have updated the HUD to show miles per hour rather than kilometers per hour. Again, you can change that in the settings. That's just down to whatever you prefer. Maybe you want it set to your sort of locality setting. So for me, that's miles per hour generally. I don't mind either, to be honest, but I'm more used to miles per hour, so I thought I would set that. Right, let's go right here. There's a petrol station that I discovered. Actually, what are we? Just over half a tank left petrol, so I will need to fill that up at some point. Not far to go. I've seen some people saying that they don't like these white arrows that are moving on the floor showing us the path where we're going. Now I don't know if you can turn that off in the settings. You may be able to. I actually don't mind that. It just helps, you know. I don't mind it at all, to be honest. But here we are. This is where the job is. So what I'll do is, let me flick to the exterior camera again, and we need to unload these materials now into the blue areas. So just trying to decide where's the best place to go. Actually, probably just here on the pavement. Right, so first thing we need to do is stabilise the truck. Hopefully we're not quite level. Hopefully it's going to do that. Good. Okay, it's done it. Right, let's get the crane going. It's still tricky, this, knowing which thing turns which way. And every time I do it, I'm kind of relearning it. I'm not doing it with any authority or knowledge, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of... I'm fiddling now with the sticks thinking, that does that, that does that. It will come eventually. Right, let's get this one. And have I got enough reach to get this one across? Oh wow, I just hit that. That's not good. Right, let me just bring that back slightly. I want to go up. And I want to go out a little bit. I'm wondering actually if I should have parked further back. We'll try it. Let's try it. I might be alright. I need to just come back in slightly and not hit the edge of that roof there that you can see, because that won't do us any good. Let's do it slowly. Let's lower it. The thing is about this game as well is it is fiddly, but you can take as much time as you want. These are not, these are not timed missions. So, take us, don't worry, if you're like me and you're fiddling around with the controls, take your time. There's no loss of points for completing a job in, too long a time, and likewise, there's no bonus for completing it early. So, don't think that you have to rush at all, because you don't. Right, let's bring that back in, pick that one up. This one might be slightly easier. We might need to turn this one, which is circle, isn't it? Hold circle down and use the left stick. Okay, let's move this along. So we must be doing some building works this time with this one as well, which is quite good. Come on, not too much adjustment. Right, let's bring that down, see if it allows us to drop it. Just need to get a little bit more on top of it. There we go. Oh, I'm sort of fleeting around. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Right, let's pick up the last piece. Bring that down. Good. Now we're going to have to really extend this one. Let me just get... I should have took the sides down, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. Should have opened the boards a little bit. Now I'll put that out there because I'm going to swing it this way and extend it out. It's weird because as I extend it out, I must hold the thumbstick at a strange angle, because as I swing it out, it also drops it down, and I don't want to do that. So it's dropping down again now. Let's bring it up. Right, let's swing this over. I'm trying to avoid these walls of the house, because that won't do us any good. Right, let's pop that out some more, raise it. We're getting there, we're getting there. If I can swing this back in now, very slowly, and I will turn it. Right, let's see if we can get that down now. It's tricky to get it, with this rotation, it's tricky just to get it where you want it, but that might might do it. Let me just move in slightly now. And then bring it back. I think we should be good here if I can just drop it down. I think we've nailed this one. Excellent. See, we've got 18,000 just for that stage. So, let's reset this before we do anything else. That puts the crane back. Let's change to the driving mode. We need to excavate the area, so let's take a look. So I think we need our digger. So if I press the up arrow, this gives us easy access to the vehicles that we own. So if I jump into this digger, it should be at the last job that we did, where we were planting I was planting the saplings. Now what I'm going to do with this one is, rather than drive it, I'm going to go to the map, and I am going to fast travel with this one, which will take us straight to the site. Because we've done that drive once, so it doesn't make sense for me to show you that again. Now let me get the camera angle correct. There we go. Now for excavating, I don't know what it wants me to do with the soil. I don't know whether it just wants me to put it to the side or what, because it hasn't said. So let's just see what happens when I do this. Do you know, I've just realised as well, can you see that? Can you see the marker there? Just where I'm parked, the white box. I wonder if that's where I was meant to park the truck, so that we could unload the materials. Right, let's try this first. So let's change mode. And if it asks me to put the muck anywhere, I will bring in the truck, I think. I will do it that way. Right, here we go. So let's get a decent scoop at this. I actually dropped more than I actually picked up then. Right, okay, let's move this over here out of the way. I didn't just dump that back on there, did I? That's not good, is it? Let's bring that across. Now this is tricky with this digger. I'm actually outside the area there. Let's dig that out. Actually got a full scoop that time, which is quite good. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it this way. I see that the turning arc of this arm at the back won't let, right, it'll only let me go to this area, so let me drop it there. Right, 22% through, so I'm going to have to drop it there because of where I am, the positioning. Right, let me move that out, get to the edge. A daylight is coming. That came pretty quick, didn't it? Right, scoop that, pick it up, put it over to this side. Boom, 31%. Right, this time we'll start here, I think. assuming this is where the pond is going to be. That's giving us 40%. So we've got a few scoops to go yet. But we're getting there. I can see lights going on in the house there. They're probably wondering why the heck this is going on at 5:30 in the morning. Or why can't the council wait until decent folk are out of bed. Because that's what I would be saying if a digger woke me up at this time of the morning. I wouldn't be so pleased about that. Right, let's get right over to this side. Let's fill it up if we can. That's it. That's full. Oops, nearly dropped that back in the hole then. That's no good. %57%. You know what? I can't tell where I've actually put some of that back in the hole. Let me reach this out as far as I can. Let's line it up with that yellow line. It's tricky, very tricky. Right, so I hardly scooped up any there. So that suggests that what I need to do is go to the other side a bit more. Let's tip that. Now, can I reach over that side? Let's see. I think this is the area that I need. I think, you know, I'm going to have to move the digger. So let's do that. Let's get a better angle. So what I'll do is, I'll reset, and then I'll go back to the driving mode. We'll just see if we can get a better angle. If I come to this side, once again the camera angle is getting the better of me. I think it's this section here really that I need to be scooping out. And now I'm stuck on the fence. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get as close as I can here. I'm going to see if I can dig from this side. Right, so it's not letting me because of the pile of earth, which is interesting. Supporting legs are blocked. Fair enough, that's my own fault. What I actually need to do is, let me think of how else I can get around there. There's a big lamppost there, which I don't want to hit. Let me go this way. Don't tell me I'm going to get stuck now. Come on. Oh wow, this is a new one, isn't it? Look at this. Oh dear me. Look, I'm stuck. Let's see if there's anything in the context. Oh, there is a... What happens if I reset now? Does it... Ah, it moves me away. Okay, so we can get out of that. That's good. Right, let's do take two. And I'm going to back right up to where that pile is there. Change this camera angle again. Right. Let's try it again. Because I think this area here is what I need to attack a little bit. Right, let's switch mode. Let's see if that leg is going to be... yeah, good. Okay, so the leg's good. Let me dig this bit out. So we will go to... We can do it straight from here, can't we? Right, good. This is what I wanted. Get the scoop ready. Right, 60%. There we go. That actually is. That actually has gone down. I was on 60%. Now I've gone to 59. Not to worry. We'll carry on. Actually, I don't want to dig there, do I? Let's bring that in. That's where I want to be. Right, it's going up again now, which is good. There's so many different controls to get used to. There's me starting off this video by saying to you guys, this is going to be a shorter job, this one. It's not so far, is it? Not when the controls are concerned. Let's dig from this side. We are getting there, that's the good thing. So just get that over this side. See, what I'm doing now is I'm digging back where I actually don't want to put the soil. I'm putting it back over the top of the place where I've dug. So we'll do some more. Flick this over this side. It's a good job actually that we've got the sort of white marker on the floor showing where it's going to land, because it would be actually much harder if you couldn't see the sort of general area that it's going in. We've got to 77. You could see me now. I have got my concentration face on. I'm going to try over any of these yellow lines. See if there's some over here that we need to dig out. There's a little bit there. Right, well that made a good dent on it, 87. So I'm going to do the same again. Let's get over to this little bank here where the yellow line is. .92. Put that over there. Come on. There we go, 100%. Wow, that took a long time, didn't it? But it's best to do a job properly. I don't know where this muck is going to go, but we won't worry about that now. We'll reset. We'll switch back to driving mode, and it's asking us to clear the marked area. So let's get out of the site. And that is the pond system stage complete. So that was 6,800. So we need to speak to the foreman. And this is not Hape. So let's speak to the foreman. Oh, that is it. That is it. I thought we were going to do more building works than that. Let's check it out. So, since we did the digging out, they've put in all the furniture. They've used the materials we dropped off to build all this, I assume. Put some deck chairs in. They've got some fully fledged hedge right here. So, can we actually get in this garden? Let's have a look. We didn't actually do as much of that job as I thought we were going to do. What's this then? What's that doing there? Is that from the storm? It's a nice garden though, isn't it? Quite like that. Like a Japanese garden, isn't it? With a little bridge, etc. So that's our job done. That was the pond. The digging took quite a while. It is tricky, you know, that digging. The controls. I mean, I'm only level 4. The controls take so much getting used to. You can see how they do work, and it just takes some practice. That's all. Just takes practice. And we've got someone staring at us. Good morning, madam. She's probably admiring that garden, thinking she could have something done with her terrible lawn that she's got there. But yeah, the controls are tricky. You saw how long it took me to dig that out. I think in future what I'm going to do is start with the yellow circle or the yellow markers and dig inwards. It seems like you don't actually have to scoop the earth out. It seems you can push it sideways with the excavator, and that seems to push the percentage up. So whereas I was digging it out and throwing it to one side, I don't know whether I needed to do that. So we'll experiment on the next one with that. Thanks for joining me again for episode 3. Hope you've enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. I appreciate that, and we'll do some more of Construction Simulator over the coming days. We'll move on to a few other jobs. But for now, that's it. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.